we are throwing a family food festival. We got Al, we got Carson, we got Jack Daly.
They love cooking with their kids. They've got some great recipes to share, just in time for the big day. You may have already caught Al and his son Nick cooking it up in their home kitchen on their social media show called
What We're Cooking.
And Carson's son Jackson has culinary skills too, just like his parents. Al and Carson's passion for cooking come from their own dads, Albert Lincoln Roker and Richard Caruso, who both love to grill and eat.
Oh, guys, now we can't wait. All right, who are we going to start with? What do you say we start with Al? What are you making?
Yeah.
Well, guys, doing something kind of Mediterranean. I'm doing lamb ribs, and I love these. I met a shepherd, believe it or not, a guy who is a shepherd in Virginia named Craig Rogers, and he turned me on to these. And it's a cheaper cut of beef, of lamb, I should say. So basically, you take these ribs. They come cut already. Check with your butcher. They'll be fantastic. And you can do a rub. Like we've got any kind of Mediterranean spice, including lemon zest. We've got some cinnamon. We've got sugar, salt, a little bit of everything in here. And you're just going to rub it on very generously. Mm-hmm. Now, I also like to use, you can also use a commercial one. This one, Hasty Bake, is good. Anything that has kind of a Mediterranean flavor. And basically, you just cake this on. It's simplicity unto itself because it's just like making regular ribs. It's going to be low and slow. You don't want to put these directly on the heat. So what I've done is, if you can see over here, the main part of the grill is over 400 degrees, but this side is only about 250, 225. And you're going to put the lamb ribs in here, and you move them around every, I'd say 30 minutes. You don't even have to baste them because they're fairly fatty, and they come out looking something like this.
Wow. What?
Oh
my God.
Now,
wow.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
oh,
Roker,
yes.
Roker,
oh, yes.
If you're
oh,
not,
yes.
If you're not a lamb guy,
yes, sir.
Can you swap out? Could you use pork or beef?
You could swap out for beef or pork, but everybody does beef or pork ribs. Do something different. And then you want to pair that with a nice asparagus, okay? And you're just going to, and some people peel them. I cut them off at right there at the base. They got a little shorter. And then you just take some olive oil. You pour that on, very simply. Little salt,
I don't even like
little pepper. And then I know you don't like, a lot of people, Jack, don't like asparagus, but once you grill it, and it only takes about 5 or 6 minutes, and it comes out looking like this. And it's really tasty, it's crisp, it's crunchy. And you're gonna love that. It's really good. Like and by the way, guys, you can do this if you don't have your grill going. You can put them in your oven and let it go again, 225, 250 for about 3 hours.
All right, there's Mr. Roker's recipe. Wow. That was fantastic, buddy. I wish I could take a bite. Carson,
Thank you.
Carson
very much.
and Jack are up now, and you guys have some special taste testers in the kitchen. Is that right?
We do. We got the girls over here. We're going to bring them in a minute, but how do you follow that up? Uncle Al is the Yoda to our Skywalker when it comes to cooking. So we're going to pair those delicious lamb ribs with something just a little bit different than the asparagus. We're going to do a Mexican corn, basically, off the cob. And let's just get right into it. We've got Siri here on our second cam. So, Bingo, if you can come around. We're going to I'm using canned corn. You can use canned corn or frozen corn. You want to dry off the corn a little bit so that way we can brown it up. We're going to pop it in the skillet here. You can hear it. It's sizzling. We'll put it here just to brown it all up. We'll get that corn nice and brown. By the magic of TV, we'll walk back over here. We already have that corn brown right here. And then we're going to add to it. This is a little Mexican crema and mayonnaise concoction. That's going to go down in the corn just like that. Then we're going to take our spices. We've got cumin, paprika, chili powder, and some cayenne. That's going to go in there. We've got some lime juice is going to go in there. Some fresh cilantro. This is the magic right here, the cilantro. And then a little bit of garlic too, guys. All that's going to go in. We're going to mix this all up. We've got the graphics department dessert coming up next. So that's going to do that. A little salt, a little pepper. We're going to top it with some tortilla cheese on top and a little lime zest. Boom. That is what we're talking about, guys. Look at that.
That's
that with your lamb ribs is going to be that's going to be delicious. All right. Jack D, go for it.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Okay, so
What are you making?
I'm making like a s'mores dip. So for someone who like doesn't know how to cook and loves s'mores, it's like s'mores nachos.
Oh.
So you take Reese's peanut butter cups and put them down on a flat iron skillet.
We do a lot of s'mores. This is like a
Yeah, we do a lot of
deconstructed version,
s'mores.
so.
So you put them down in a flat iron skillet. Then you top them with marshmallows. So.
Okay, I'm just going to help out.
Wow.
This time we're going to
For the
toss
sake
it.
of TV.
Yep. And then what are you going to do with this? You're going to pop this in the
And
oven?
then you throw it in the oven for about
450.
450 for about like 4 minutes.
All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to pop it in the oven, and then, again, magic of TV. We've got the beauty product. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Girls, come here.
That is
And then-
fantastic.
Go ahead, John.
And then you break up some graham crackers as like dip, like chips.
Yeah, so you're going to just basically dip it.
And then personally, I also
on,
like
guys.
to have Oreos.
Of course.
And I like whipped cream.
Get in there, guys. That's
So
hot.
Wait,
so
you
don't do
dunk
that.
them. Get in there. I want to see.
Yeah,
So
come on, let's see what it
you
looks
dunk
like.
it.
That looks
Dunk
Bingo,
good.
can you get in there? Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Look at that. Look at that bite right there. That's
S'mores
delicious.
for breakfast
Yummy.
for the daily house.
Yeah, we want to say Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, all you father figures out there for that much. And
That's right.
I've had two incredible fathers. Al, you've been blessed as well. I love talking about my dad with you and Craig when we do our Father's Day thing. So Happy Father's Day to you fellas. And I want to tell my children I love you guys so much. They're not listening, but that's okay. And to Bingo, who often is like a father figure to me as well. Happy Father's Day.
Siri Daly on the second camera.
Indeed. And Goldie in the house somewhere, too, I'm sure.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
Goldie's here, too.
Great.
Dale, we want to say thanks. Thanks to you, Al, for all the recipes and more. Be sure to check out today.com/food.
A surprise trip to New Orleans changed Jason Santos' life. He fell in love with the flavors and the food.
That's right. It inspired his first cookbook, Buttermilk and Bourbon, which
What
is
a
also the name
combo.
of his Boston restaurant. Today he's got a kicked-up brunch dish that would be perfect for Dad.
Yes.
I think my husband would have a heart attack if I made something so lovely.
I think you should.
I
Think
want to
about
learn how to
this.
do
It's
it.
super simple. We're going to do a deviled egg toast, a nice, beautiful focaccia with some country ham, some pickled hot peppers.
Yeah.
And we're going to go in the pickled peppers. Super
Okay.
easy. Beautiful peppers. You can pick them in the beginning of the season, pickle them. They'll last in your fridge forever.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, so these, just a little bit of oil. You can use sweet peppers or spicy peppers. And then what we'll do is we'll just put these on.
Plop those
Yeah,
babies
we're going to char them up. You want them to be still raw, but nice and charred. So then we're going to
How long
pickle
do you
them.
keep them on here?
Probably 4 or 5 minutes. They get a nice sort of caramelization you can see here. And once they're done, we're going to take them off, cool them, and then we're going to sort of dice them up.
Okay.
And then here I have some cider vinegar, a little bit of water, garlic, salt, and black pepper. So this is sort of our pickling solution. So we're going to bring that to a boil. We will dump it over the peppers.
Are you a pickling fan? Do you pickle a lot?
I am. I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like, as far as what we do, I'm more particular. And I think peppers really, the heat sort of balances the heat a little bit. So pickled peppers here, vinegar, put it in the fridge 2 days. Once it's out of the fridge, we're going to drain off the vinegar, and we're going to add some olive oil. And this will sort of preserve them and be like a marinated pepper, great for like an
Yes.
antipasto.
Then they're good for all summer
Indefinitely
long.
in your fridge, yeah. So you can do this with tomatoes or whatever you have in your garden. So some spicy
Are these-
peppers here. This is good if you want to try
Is it
one. They
spicy?
definitely have a little bit of a kick for sure.
Okay, I'm
but
nervous
the
just in
vinegar
case.
and the
I know.
oil is really good. It
I'll
kind
let
of
you know.
preserves them.
Let me know how spicy.
And then
Level
we're gonna
1 to 10.
get up here to this beautiful deviled egg salad.
Are you okay?
Woo! Fire extinguisher.
You need
I
water
personally
or milk?
have never met a deviled egg that I haven't liked. So
Okay.
this is sort of my version
Can
of
you
a
talk?
deviled egg.
Okay, I love the
Are we
deviled egg.
good? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's
good.
great.
So,
Tastes
deviled
great.
egg, country ham, some char-grilled butter, beautiful eggs. So 10 minutes, boiling water, dropping the eggs. I put a little bit of salt and a little vinegar, and that helps the sort of the shell dislocate from the protein
So
of the
Savannah,
egg.
this is how
Yeah.
you
boil. I
an
know.
egg.
Well,
Right,
I
so this
Google
is how
it
we
every
boil
year
an
for
egg.
Easter.
Day
Okay.
1 culinary school, right?
Yep.
Boiled ice water, most important thing.
Why? What does the ice
So
bath
the
do?
ice stops the cooking process and also shocks the egg. That way, the shell will kind of come off the egg, makes it way easier
Where were you
to
on
peel.
Easter? I needed this.
I think back in the day, our moms would just pour it under cold
Yeah, and they're
water
like-
in the sink, and it made it
She
really
didn't even
difficult
put it under
to do.
cold
I didn't.
water.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
so I mean, you could be peeling that for a month. You know,
I'm
but this
still
makes it
peeling
really
it.
easy.
Yeah.
So beautiful eggs here. So I'm just going to dice these up,
Okay.
not overcooked. Okay. So and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this great deviled egg mayonnaise. So
Okay.
same thing as a great condiment. You can use it for whatever you like. So mayonnaise.
Okay, plop it in there. Oh,
We're going to mix it. Worcestershire, hot sauce, lemon juice, and Dijon. So if you could just whisk that up for me, that would be
everything
great.
that you just put in there.
And so we have the diced deviled eggs, and down here I have a little salad we're going to garnish the focaccia with. So once that's all mixed...
Is that the dressing? Or
that's
what
the dressing,
okay.
yeah. So this is something you can keep in your fridge as a sort of great mayonnaise dressing. So this is all the flavors of deviled egg. Normally you take out the yolk, puree it, pipe it back in. So we have all that mixed,
It's
and then
kind
we're
of like
down
the lazy
here.
woman's deviled egg, which I really like.
Past you and
Yeah. So here, focaccia, nice and grilled. I'm going to take my egg salad and my country ham. So you could use prosciutto, serrano ham, country ham, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Put the egg salad on. You could cut this smaller for a nice little canapé.
what's that?
That's a char grilled butter, yeah. So
Oh,
we're
you
going
already
to
said
smear
that.
that over the top.
What's this other thing over here, this little beauty?
So these are baby back ribs. Same pickled peppers we use, a little Carolina mustard, and these are unbelievable Cajun Bloody Marys.
this was
That's one of those over.
this. Oh, you want a Bloody Mary?
I do.
Why not? Oops, there goes the garnish.
Yeah.
All right, Jason,
Really
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and this would make any dad's Sunday dream.
Yeah.
All right, to get these recipes, go to today.com/food.
We're back. Today Food. And here's a public service announcement, ladies. Father's Day this Sunday.
Won't forget.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a meal that's sure to impress your dad, get your grill ready because we've got just what you need.
Darnell Ferguson is the chef and owner of Super Chef Restaurants. He's also a very proud dad of 8 kids, some of whom are joining him this morning. Darnell, thanks for having us. First of all, do us a favor, introduce us to the kids that are there, and then tell us what you love, why you love cooking with them so much.
All right, so we have Legend Ali right here. You want to say hi?
Legend.
We got Nelly, who just eats. He doesn't cook. We got Lamaya, Lola, Trinity, my wife Tatata, and Nori, the baby, right over here.
Wow.
And as you can tell, Legend, who's a chef, likes to walk away. But, yeah, so today we're going to be doing some grilled corn. I got Legend, who is growing up to be a chef, right? We got our chimichurri shrimp right here. This was supposed to be something super easy that the kids can do and the fathers can kind of sit down, but it's a little better than like hot dogs.
Right.
There you go. He wants to try.
Darnell, what is it about this recipe that you like, especially for Father's Day?
Well, it's creative. It's easy as ever. So it doesn't take a long time to prep. And it's something you can trust the kids. See, he's just playing around. It's something you can trust the kids to do without actually like getting hurt. It's a very easy dish, fun, and it's different, man. This Father's Day, we got to turn it up, man. After COVID, fathers need a special treat because we had to be home with those kids 24/7.
Amen.
So you know we're doing something special now.
And you know you have
So I
8
got my
kids
shrimp
when
right
you're
here with the chimichurri.
You know you've got 8 kids when you're letting one of them just,
Yes.
spaced right on the grill there. I noticed the corn
Come over here.
has the husk on. Did you? I mean, how does it cook? Do you keep the husk on and then peel it back?
Yeah, so we soaked the corn for 24 hours in water, cooked it with the husk on, then took the husk off of it, and I actually got the grill marks that I wanted on there. And then we'll take it over to the table, and I'll let the girls show you how to make it to some really good street corn over here. So Trinity is going to... Yes.
Why soak it for 24 hours? What does that do to it?
You don't want the husk to burn up on you. You can go ahead and start, girls. You don't want that husk to burn up on you. So we're putting a little garlic aioli on top of the corn now. You go ahead, Maya. We got a little smoked paprika going on. Legend. There's a cheese.
Maya's got a heavy hand.
There's a cheese.
What kind of cheese is that?
This is Parmesan. Usually you'll see Cotiga, but I want a little more flavor, so we got a little Parmesan cheese. Lola's putting some cilantro on there for me right now. And then this is the star of the show, the candy bacon. Every father loves bacon. You know, that is it. You want to go ahead and put some tomatoes on top, girls?
Roker's favorite food there.
Just throw them on there. There you go. Throw them on top of the shrimp.
It's just hands and
There you
toppings
go.
all over the place.
They work so well together, too, your
Fun.
kids.
It is something they can all do. Darnell, how long did that shrimp barbecue for?
Well, you cook the shrimp on each side for about 5 minutes on the grill. We got the chimichurri sauce, which is the cilantro, the parsley, the habaneros, and everything just blended up. It's very simple. Season it, cook it on both sides. You just want to baste it inside of the chimichurri sauce. And then it's the street corn. Really fun, easy, something the kids can't mess up. You know, I like a little more garlic aioli, if you ask me, so I can just go right back on there.
Yep.
Put a little more on top of there. There you go. He wants to try. Legend.
Darnell, do any of your kids jump off that waterfall into the pool?
Oh yes, they're so anxious to get in the pool right now. So that's half the issue we have of containing them. They see water. So
This is a great snapshot of Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Yeah,
here.
it is. Yeah, it is.
yes.
Well,
So like you say, this is the easy thing to do for Father's Day. And it's something different. It's not just hot dogs and hamburgers, you know.
Well, of course it's easy for you, Darnell. Look at how many helpers you have.
He doesn't have to do any work.
Yeah.
Out of free
Full-time
labor.
crew here, man.
Yeah.
Full-time crew working.
You wear it well, man. You work hard. Just grill and chill. Darnell, thanks so much. Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you. Same to everybody over there.
All right, cool. Thank you. And say goodbye to your wife for us as well and the kids. All right, check out thatrecipetoday.com/food.
All right, SG. That is all the time we have on a Friday morning. Good to see you.
Oh, but we have time for you to explain your Father's Day blazer. Real quick.
Delano picked it out 2 years ago and gave me this gift for Father's Day, so I wear it once a year, the Friday before.
I thought he was going to the Kentucky Derby.
I'm going to do that too in this jacket next year. He is watching, so good morning, son. Thank you, Savannah.
Welcome back. Ahead of Father's Day, we wanted to cook up Al and Craig's ideal Father's Day meal. And when we asked them separately what their dream dish would be, they both said the same thing: ribeye steak and grilled veggies. So here to whip up our favorite guy's favorite meal is chef and host of Laura in the Kitchen, Laura Vitale. Hi, Laura.
All right, guys, so I know some of Al and Craig's favorites include a ribeye steak, some vegetables, mac and cheese. So I wanted to take all of those and just put a really nice, easy spin on them and make them really family friendly. Let's start with the steak, which I'm gonna marinate and then you grill or you can sear, totally up to you. And we're gonna top it on a beautiful Cobb salad. It makes it go really far. So let's talk steak. I've got a boneless ribeye here. Now, if you were serving just 1 or 2 people and you want to do something really special, you could do a bone in. But when we're trying to feed a family, you get more bang for your buck if you're doing it boneless because you buy it by the pound, you know? So let's get going on the marinade. It's really important that the marinade and your steak are in a container that's small enough so that the steak is sort of surrounded in the marinade and not that the marinade is sort of all over the place so much that the steak isn't even touching it. You need soy sauce and olive oil, light soy, Worcestershire sauce, a little vinegar, a little steak seasoning, including some salt and pepper. And then you need some onion and some garlic. You're gonna take this mixture, right? You're gonna smoosh it around. And then you're gonna take your steak, okay? And you're gonna just add that in there. You see how it's literally sitting on the marinade? You're gonna leave it like this for about 6 to 8 hours. Halfway through, you're gonna come in and you're gonna flip the steak. Make sure you cover it. Flip it so that it's coating the other side, and it's gonna be the most succulent and delicious steak ever. So I already have one ready because I can't take you outside grilling. I know it's rough, but imagine you take that steak and you grill it to perfection, and I'll show you what it looks like because you're gonna absolutely love it. It looks a little something like this. You're gonna take your steak. I'm gonna take a cutting board. If you hear that, that's my little Chachi. That's my little baby. She's not so little anymore, but you know, I like mine a little bit more on the medium rare side, but you can cook it as much or as little as you want. And then we're gonna use this to top our beautiful salad. Let me show you over here what our salad looks like, okay? I've got your usual suspects for a Cobb salad: avocado, soft-boiled egg. I've got some bacon, some onion, tomatoes. And now what I've done is I went ahead and grilled some delicious asparagus and some beautiful Brussels sprouts, just olive oil, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic. Then you take your steak, you're gonna top that right on top. And then instead of doing croutons, I went ahead and roasted some baby, like tiny pieces of potato. It gives you texture, it gives you crunch. It absorbs some of the dressing. Now for the dressing, I went ahead and made a really beautiful green goddess dressing. It's super simple and easy. Dipped my fingers in that. The ingredients for that are simple: mayo, lemon, garlic, onion, a little bit of parsley, tarragon, and a couple pieces of anchovies. You blend those in a blender. You have a gorgeous green goddess dressing to go with that. Let's go ahead and make the pasta pie. You've got some cooked pasta, any cooked pasta of your choice. I lost my fork. Hold on. Here it is. Any pasta of your choice, already cooked, right? You're gonna do that. You're gonna add eggs, 6 eggs, and about a half a cup of whole milk. I'm gonna add some shredded Monterey Jack and cheddar blend, Parmigiano, and some cooked bacon. You're gonna mix that all together. You're gonna mix it all together. Then what you do is you take this mixture, you're gonna go to the stove. I got a boss over here. You're gonna go to the stove and you're gonna add this mixture in an oven-proof, like 9.5-inch pan that's been oiled. And you're gonna add that in there, let it cook for about a minute, and then you transfer this in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes until it looks a little something like this. And it is absolutely divine. In an Italian household, we love pasta pie. We love it cold, hot, out of the fridge, you name it. And for dessert, which I'm gonna show you on the gram, I went ahead and made a strawberry shortcake ice cream cake. So that's everything. It's a real feast, and I know you're gonna love it.
Laura, thank you. That looks so good. And I now know what I'll be making Brian for Father's Day, too. For this recipe and more, head over to today.com/food.
Oh, I love the music already. This morning on Today Food, it is grilling and chilling with us, the dailies.
I love this.
Can't believe this is on TV right now. Siri and I put our heads together. We wanted to figure out a way to combine. I'm as passionate about music as everybody knows, as you are food. I mean,
Exactly. Yep.
You are crazy about food. I'm crazy about music. So we're doing a theme. We wanted to be outside, but it's raining. We're doing Jamaica.
Really good.
Jamaica in June. We've gone to Jamaica. I love it. It's my favorite place. When we moved to New York, the Caribbean is much more accessible to us than it is in California. So this sort of encompasses everything we love in life. So we try and replicate that at our house. And of course, it's the food and the cocktails, but it's also about the music. So what I've done is I've curated a playlist that's at today.com. So while you make this meal, play the playlist. It's great. It's got this song, 96 Degrees in the Shade. This is Third World, great band. They're playing the Hollywood Bowl on July 7th. Steel Pulse, one of my favorite reggae bands of all time. They're English. Earth Crisis and True Democracy are two records that have saved my life. We got, of course, Bob Marley. I threw a Sublime song in there. And then you have to go back to Toots and the Maytals. That's OG reggae from the 60s. They started the whole thing up. So there's a good little playlist. Put that on while you're doing this. What's on the menu?
Absolutely. It'll set the vibe. All right, so we're going to make some rum punch.
Yeah.
We're going to start with that, then some jerk chicken and some skewered summer vegetables.
So the rum punch is easy. It's just a coconut rum, a light rum, and also an apricot brandy. I want to shout out my brother-in-law, Dylan. This is actually his recipe. We're doing both pineapple juice and orange juice. You just throw it all in there.
She's sunbathing. She's all
right,
good.
we're just going to mix this up. And I always make the drink first so you can enjoy the cocktail while we're going to strain it out, too.
Can you do these in a big batch?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the best part is the little floater of dark rum.
Yeah, we're going to do a dark rum floater on the top.
But
like that
what
for
we
you.
made for Jenna is a mocktail version, so you just omit all of the alcohol and add like some cherry grenadine or pomegranate juice just to give it that fun.
The rum punch that's what you get off in
Yeah.
Jamaica. If you're, I mean, that's where you got to have it in your hand and it gets you off. So we're doing jerk chicken.
Now we're going to make jerk chicken. I have some ginger
We got to
in
fly,
here.
so we're like already out of time.
We're going to make
But honestly, the cocktail's kind of the most important.
Exactly. Yeah, where's mine, by the way?
The jerk spice is interesting. What is in the spices?
The pepper is probably the best part. You either get a habanero or a Scotch bonnet, but don't touch it with your fingers because that'll really hurt your eyes. So we have Chinese 5-spice. That's probably my favorite spice in the whole thing. There's cinnamon, there's allspice, there's cayenne, there's paprika, brown sugar. You want to throw that in there.
Yeah, people are intimidated to make a jerk sauce. You think it's a lot, like the spice, but it's not. Just follow the directions and throw it all in there.
Literally throw it all in a processor, process it up for
And Craig, you can jerk anything. We're jerking chicken, but you can jerk steak. You can put it on anything.
But here it is.
Jerk it out.
And the key is to try to marinate it overnight if you can. An hour is fine, but
go ahead and
you really want to get the seasons all marrying together and whatnot.
Yummy.
So yeah, then throw it on the grill. You can do it inside if it's raining.
When you're in Jamaica and you come out of a bar, or this is like if you're in New York, the hot dogs are on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You get jerk chicken, street food, right off the side, and it's delicious. And this is,
So while he does that, I'm going to make
15
some
minutes
vegetables.
aside on the chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
165 degrees.
Charred. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to make a marinade for the vegetables.
These are
So we
great.
have lemon
Really
juice,
good.
olive oil, garlic, salt, and then
1
jerk
minute? Okay.
seasoning, which you can just get at the store. And we will pour
See,
that
like right
over
now,
our
that's
veggies.
Toots and the Maytals rocking out. I got to get my cocktail.
Now,
got my rum punch.
If you're
No
inside like
problem
we are,
on.
and you are going to skewer your vegetables, soak them in water.
When I flew to Jamaica on Air Jamaica,
this is an amazing
an
story.
engine went out over Cuba, and I kid you not, the pilot goes, "Hey man, no problem, man. One thing I learned, we can fly on one engine. We'll be in Jamaica soon, man." Like
I was
literally.
luckily not there for that flight because I would have.
Oh, it was fun. It's the best. We got to go. The playlist at today.com/food. Check it out. Third hour today's up next. Check out your local news. Thank you, Siri. God bless you all. Happy eating.
So good.
Great cake.
The answer's got